Hey, good evening, guys. Hope everybody had a great Tuesday. We are here with a local co-op, and we got about 29 acres done here tonight so far with this very unique machine. This machine, I think, comes out of over in Holland, I think, something like that. And they can go through corn pretty tall to get side dressing done. Which you see the corn behind us here, that stuff's probably 8 feet tall. And we won't go through all that field, but try to do as much as we can. These units are pretty amazing. So we did get some grass hay baled and today, and I'm sure you've seen some of those videos. And right before we got here, we had a real heavy downpour, and you can see some mud. Well, it comes out of Holland, I believe. I'm thinking let's see if I can find the tag on this machine again. I've seen it once before, where it's manufactured. But they're pretty unique units. I think this is the only one that's in the area. I don't know how to pronounce it. I said it once before. You can see where the tag is there. So it's Germany, I believe. But the guy that operates it, he really likes it for getting through tall corn, and with the I guess each wheel steers through the field so you don't get less knocked down. But my goal was to have some shooting video as it was in the field, and they ran out of a stabilizer to put in the nitrogen. And the stabilizer is if it gets like in the 90s tomorrow, so it don't evaporate, you don't lose your nitrogen. So they're gonna come back in the morning and they get back at it. But we did get 29 acres done around the ranch house, and it doesn't take him long to get 29 acres done. When Snyder bought the machine, he had to become a dealer for the company. Yeah, I don't know, and I don't see any other machines in the area, so evidently, unless you know if there's any machines that are in the area, because I never seen any more than this one. Yeah, this corn's huge here. It's not, and this field here and the feedlot are really nice. The feedlot's my nicest corn. Then this little strip here would be the next. And everything else we sprayed the other day. Did knock the weeds out of it. Hey Ford guy, how you doing? This tall corn, I don't think we're going to go through that and put any nitrogen on. We're in a type of a year, it's kind of a crazy right now. We got all different heights of corn, and so we knocked the weeds out. You can see that. This corn here is not too bad, but then down a little bit lower here, it's a little short, but I think nitrogen will help this corn. It's a big difference from this planting to that planting, that's for sure. So we'll put nitrogen on this. We'll have this field here where I'm standing in, and then out back we'll do those other 3 fields, and then the lower field we'll do some down there. But this stuff is just getting ready to come in the tassel. I don't think he ever sold another unit. I know it broke down once in the season and took weeks for parts. Yeah, I would imagine. You can see the tassel just getting ready to come out of here. It's right in there. So it'd probably break the tassel here. Probably on the 4th of July. This corn just doesn't. We took a quick ride up to Lebanon this afternoon. We had to go pick up a brisket from one of our beef, and they're gonna smoke that for the 4th of July. So there's some nice corn up through that way, and there's some other corn that's not as nice, but it's gonna take a while to catch up here. Got lots of moisture. Looks like my sweet corn in my garden, the smaller stuff. Yeah, well, the sweet corn's on in our area. I wish all my corn was that tall, but it's another rough year. This stuff here, if we're gonna try not to chop too much corn this year with the barley and the Sudan grass, sorghum, Sudan. Our goal is to chop that and shell most of the corn. And that's kind of our plan. But it depends on the weather and stuff like that. And if the corn don't come back around, we'll have to do something different. So maybe I'll get some footage of this in the field tomorrow, so you can kind of get an idea what the corn looks like out in the back fields. With the rain we had a heavy downpour here on the farm. Well, thanks for subscribing. We're a beef operation. We do Holstein feeders, dairy, a little bit of everything. Do custom work. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so we had heavy rain here, and then just up the road about 2 miles, nothing. So we do have more bales to pick out, but they were a little wet with the rain on them. So we'll let them dry off a little bit on the top side before we pick them up tomorrow sometime. What else? Yeah, the corn over here in the feedlot, that stuff there is probably 9-10 feet tall. That should be in tassel tomorrow, that field. Tassel, I guess they call it. Tassel, huh? So, we'll get this nitrogen on and see if we can get this corn to turn around. Throw a little bit more money at it, you know. Seems like it's going to be a rough year for everybody on the corn yields, and that's why I don't want to chop a lot in the Sudan grass. We might plant more Sudan grass down in the lower fields. I got my escapees up there. What do you say? These guys are getting a little heavy. We are feeding the cows down there grass hay now again. Just kind of keep their weight. We're not feeding the calves, and we're breeding the back of the cows for spring calves a little bit later. We held them back from the bull, and we still have seven smaller calves up there that just escape all the time. I don't mind as long as they don't make a mess. Yeah, that small feeding mixer works really nice for down in the lower barn. Feeding all the Holsteins, there's 100 head down there roughly. And what we're mixing the barley and the corn silage and their minerals and everything with it. It's a little expensive, Yeah, there's videos of it in action. Just type in TMR mixer, the J-Lord 100, and you'll see a lot of videos on that. Just search under our videos. My day was really busy. Trying to bring hay in and stuff, and got in about 40 some bales in here, I guess now. Barn smells really nice with all the So we stack these bales 4 high coming out through here. Boy, if you could smell this hay. So we'll bay up completely with hay, and the other one was going to get filled up with straw just to keep it dry. This year we don't have any tobacco. We usually grow tobacco. Some of you guys follow us on that. Just couldn't get anything planted. Well, guys, have you done second cutting? No, we're still working on first cutting. Did some second cutting alfalfa, but it's just terrible wet. Yeah, no tobacco this year. It's a bummer. We couldn't get the ground. The corn's out there drowning. You can see the corners don't look good, and tobacco don't take it very good either on this farm. South of us, like I said, they have better ground. They're doing pretty good. I seen some tobacco, and I seen some tobacco that doesn't look too good, but the guys that got a little bit earlier is doing okay. All right, guys. Well, it's just a short live stream just to finish the day out, and don't forget to go back and check some of the videos out of the baler in the field, and she did some videos with it slowing the. No, we're not going to do no tobacco this year anymore, so. No, it's not focusing. The ground is just, it's wet. It's muddy underneath. I mean, it's just the way it is. But. All right, guys. Well, you have a great evening, and we'll talk to you later, and thanks for stopping out.